Circle and Yoga Star. A warm welcome to all the students, faculty and staff gathered here at the new SAG. In the fast-paced life of our campus, it is rare that we take a moment to simply stop, breathe and look inward. Today is the day we are gathered here in the yoga room on the third floor to step away from the noise and experience inner peace through guided meditation. We are incredibly honored to have with us Swami Devakantyananda, Assistant Secretary of Ramakrishna Mission Bombay, on this amazing journey of experiencing inner peace through guided meditation. Swamiji was inspired by the teachings of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa and Swami Vivekananda and joined the Ramakrishna order at a young age. He has served at various centers in India and currently serving in Mumbai. His teachings are rooted in Vedanta, which emphasizes the idea that every individual has infinite potential, that true growth comes through self-realization and lived experience rather than mere rituals. Without further delay, I most humbly request Swamiji to take the floor and lead us into this meditation session.
Am I audible to everyone? How many of you meditate regularly? Yes. So most of us are freshers, right? Now meditation, it's great to know that we are sailing in the same boat. So my namaskars to you all. This meditation session. Have you attended a meditation session before? Any of you? Some of you have attended, but not many of you regularly practice due to various reasons. Now, I have been known for 25 years, and the only context of this 25 years is this, today that I have learned very little, or at least that I have discovered. What I have learned through this. So, this meditation is really practice based. but some theory and some background setting or framing our mind would be in order, that would be required. Because what I have found that meditation, this term is used from ordinary contemplation, some deep thinking of some universal principles governing life and world, to its highest form, which leads to samadhi. Which we call dhyana. Here we find this in Patanjali Yoga Sutra or Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga, there are 8 limbs of it. The 7th is dhyana. Imagine that. We are straight away starting with the 7th one. So, if you care to know, the first 2 are Yama and Niyama. Yama being, Yama are 5. So listen to Yama. They are Satya, Ahimsa, Brahmacharya, Asteya, Aparigraha. Now the journey must begin from here with Satya, Ahimsa, Brahmacharya, Asteya and Aparigraha. Now these are called by the Sutrakara or the various Bhashyakaras, they are Sarvabhauma Mahabhuta. Sarvabhauma means Bhumi, means wheresoever, whosoever is, with respect to the spiritual evolution, or you can see any station, any walk of life. Mahabhuta, they are the great vratas, austerities or obligations that any individual must practice. Nobody should desist or refrain from practice of this 5. Anybody, you are student, you are householder, you are sannyasi, you are old person, you are king, you are laborer, you are teacher, you are a housewife, anybody. So these are the general context forming a character that we do, etc., etc., etc. Do not hurt others, practice some continence, have measuredness there, if you feel your desires, not to be totally sold out to it. Asteya, not to steal which is not yours. Aparigraha is even when you have full right, you only take what is required. A sense of minimalism, that is what we find there. So the person who has therefore matured and trying to look beyond just material sensory pleasures, that is the person, he is beginning his path. So Yama, Niyama, then comes the Asana. So first things are very general principles, then Niyama, they are particular lifestyle. Then Asana. Asana only insists upon how you can know your own body, your own posture, how do you carry. Because every person has to, as he find his own, that center of gravity and how he hold his posture so that he can keep his body steady without stressing out his muscles, especially the spinal column, and so that the aim of that is that you will be able to forget the body. You will be that much strength if you have wasted your muscles, if you have not exercised enough, then those simple muscles, that body itself, है ना, सो के और ज़्यादा नींद आती है हम लोगों को इस तरह से कि आलस्य से और शरीर दुखने लगता है, ये संभव है. So minimum mobility of this blood circulation, muscle movement, that is necessary, and you will have to as if learn within your own body how you are going to sit, हम लोग बैठे हैं तो एक पैर ऐसा दूसरे पैर के ऊपर रख के बैठते हैं, इसको बोलते हैं अर्ध पद्मासन। अगर दोनों पैर हम सीधे एक के नीचे एक है, उसको बोलते हैं सुखासन। Any posture you can take, need not necessarily that everybody has to sit in Padmasana unless that person has practiced for a long time. There are several other helps which people can take. Like how do you ultimately, this head is as per density the heaviest portion of our body. Rest everything is bit hollower, but this head is very heavy. Imagine this is the people who are mechanics or civil engineering, they are studying. They will say this is very unergonomic. This is not correct. To have the heaviest portion at the top of the pyramid. So this thing can only be justified. This kind of architecture can only be justified if this head, if it is totally catching the perpendicular, and therefore it brings stability to the whole of this edifice, this structure. So everyone has to teach. You start from this asana, that you are able to hold your body, you are not stretching too much, like this many times. So instead of that, and not only again you are something, you are totally collapsing like a balloon or pillow. So that also again not sustainable. It will not be able to do it. You will not be able to then attain meditation. So meditation or yoga itself, the balance is the soul of it. Remember this. Balance. They always trying to strike the balance, the golden mean. So now, right from what you eat, how you are training, before you are going into meditation, the people who practice meditation very regularly, they as if live their whole day or those probably 2 hours of meditation, 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the evening. The whole day is centered for that. They live their life, what they eat, what they do, how they carry, how they conduct themselves, how they react, how they respond, how they choose, how they prioritize. Every time as if 4 of the 22 hours is as if it is a preparation for that 2 hours of performance. So that's how slowly people get the taste and therefore the taste and benefit of it. So asana is for that. Then there comes the pranayama, where you steady the prana, not just the breath. Breath is the expression of prana, but prana itself is the energy which channelizes not only breathing but various functions, including your digestion, etc. etc. So prana brings some rhythm into the pranayama. Then comes the mental part, pratyahara, that is mind which has lost outside, bring it in and turn inward. Then where do you turn inward? First you turn pratyahara, you bring it inside, and then you focus on one, then dharana, then dhyana, and then samadhi. So dhyana comes after everything this. So to give you a simple example how dhyana is like, dhyana, now I have said that meditation, this term is used widely, variously according to the context, level of preparation of the individuals. Now understand, dhyana is easier to understand if you understand the what they call samadhi. Samadhi will be when you are meditating on something and you completely forget about yourself and only the object of meditation remains. You are not conscious of yourself. The only object of meditation remains. then that is samadhi. So what happens in meditation is the only object of meditation and the meditator. Thinking generally must be leading to the meditation. Thinking itself is not the meditation. Dhyana, it is not dhyana. It is like movie which is series of so many still photos. You pause a movie and there is only one frame. So meditation is like pausing that way. Now that is simply to the concept of meditation. Now why do we do meditation or why are we supposed to do? Very simply put, we are born in India and we all know about meditation. We have heard so far. It is a very great thing. It is very valuable. It gives you peace, strength, and so many. Yes, all right. Your why motivates you? Why do you do that? Everything will matter because that's how you will determine what effort you can bring, what will be the cause to give up all other ideas, and what will be one which you hold on to. So like meditation, what we are doing exactly, we have five senses which is operating. So we are thinking in terms of visuals, maybe sound, words, smell, taste, touch, everything. But the sense of sight is the most dominant one. Even if you are in a dream, you may not remember the words. I do not know whether we dream in the taste that we taste there something and we come out of the dream and say, I dreamt like that. I dreamt of a taste. I dreamt of a smell. We do not even, it doesn't happen to us. But visuals, and that is the most dominating, that is what most of your cerebral activity is engaged in. So what is the idea of meditation? So curtail everything else, just bring only one senses, engage there, and that too not to let it move, keep it still, hold on there. It will create tremendous kind of uneasiness, discomfort, and suffocation. You would not like to be like that because you do not live it. You are not trained. You never do like this. It is like a death sentence that is pausing everything. We don't pause. We are working 24/7. In spite of our deliberate conscious effort or not, awareness or not, our minds are functioning continuously streaming data. We are not trained for that. We are not that kind of beings. Then we try that, and slowly now the struggle begins to achieve this goal. We try to narrow it down, try to tell him, try to guide him, try to think in this way, one way. At least we are making a rapport with the mind so that mind listens to us to do or behave in that particular phase, in that 20 minutes or 10 minutes or 30 minutes, in a fashion decided by me and not to swerve anywhere. We are slowly getting acquainted with the mind and trying to convince it, trying to gain faith of it, confidence of it, that it will not be something you die. Just do it, stick to it, do like that. Slowly, when that mind starts trusting you and listening to you, start, hold, and then when mind itself want to do it, you will have to develop that muscle, that mental muscle, to stick on to that meditation, to hold, sustain. You cannot bring in what in yoga or Sankhya we say, his mind is fourfold: Chitta, Buddhi, Mana, Ahankara. So these are the four different aspects of the mind function. This same mind function is four way, and that's why they are different. So you see, this mind is the part of function that aspect it does the meditation. Ahankara cannot come there. Chitta cannot throw any kind of memory, any kind of provocation. So all they have compiled, buddhi cannot come and play there. Everybody must stay aside and let the meditation happen. So I say that meditation is something we have in physics, that concept called state of weightlessness, right? Where gravity induces or such. I say this state of meditation is like state of worthlessness. That you are alert, you are agent, but you are not all over it and you are letting it happen. So you are all preparing, you are carrying, tending your mind, you are taking, but ultimately meditation, as in that mind must go into that tunnel, that channel, and let meditation happen. You cannot be too intervening, you cannot be too prompting, you cannot be too teaching. And we develop that muscle slowly. And that's how we gain our steadiness in our meditation. So, 10 minutes of theory, not many things I have told you. So, you deliberate upon this, think about this. If you have a question, we can take these things. We will start, for example, little bit of meditation. Meditation or what is taught in Raja Yoga Dhyana. It is different from any other concentration what we practice in any other aspect of our life. It is little, on this particular aspect, it is different. It is totally different. How? In every other matter of concentration, in every other effort, what we do, our mind travels away from us into the objects of our interest, Vishaya. Only in meditation, the object of meditation lies in itself. Mind has to turn on itself. This concept only I am telling you will have to discover and understand what does this really mean if you really take or pursue this meditation. Now, many people you might have heard that so different kinds of meditation people slowly gather in our mind. So there are guided meditations so that people listen to it and try to hold on their mind to that particular kind of set of instructions. Ultimately, you are supposed to learn by yourself, you are supposed to steady your own mind, guide your own mind, hold your own mind in those narrow channels of that knowledge. This is what you will be trying to do. So ultimately, nobody can, you see, meditate for you or get you meditated. That can only be demo. Guided meditation can only be demo. Guided meditation, it is only your meditation where you are taking responsibility and channelizing your faculties. Understand that? So that capacity you will have to generate and build within yourself. Now there are certain meditation which ask you to meditate upon the breathing. So just follow the breathing. As breath is going on, how it is going within. Do not talk too much within your head. Let just that happen. Let just that happen. So it helps people to slowly learn the habit of focusing on something and let not distract your mind. So people, sometimes we are so we get addicted to such distraction that we cannot hold. But you are IIT students, I hope that is not an issue with you. So you are trained to hold your mind to focus on a particular topic for a longer, sustained and that refined concentration. So that habit or that experience of yourself must become helpful for you when you are doing meditation. Any person has practiced any such kind of discipline where he has trained himself, that must become his positive asset. But what happens is we are trained to do it in one particular aspect, but when we go to meditation and there, until that point, these gains of learning this exercise in different aspects, they come and kick in. Till that time, I will have to clean my way. I will have to do that. So always remember to be patient, be consistent, be systematic, methodical. Do not become hyper enthusiastic or pessimistic. Do not jump. These are essentials of yoga practice. Okay? Do not try to one day, 3 hours meditation. I will do. Next, then 30 days, there is no clue. So, no, not to do that. If you like, even if you don't like. First sutra of Yoga Sutra is Atha Yoga Anushasana. That yoga is the discipline. If you want to get the benefit of yoga, discipline is the soul. So your moods and tantrums, to overcome them itself, we are doing meditation. So on the excuse of our moods and tantrums, then we cannot dispose of meditation or do whatever we want. We must understand that. To get free of this mental slavery itself, we are doing meditation. Now I cannot converse this thing because I am not in mood now, so I am not feeling well and this, that and so many other reasons. No, there might be various reasons and valid reasons for you to be upset, angry, dejected, despondent, कुछ भी हो सकता है. However extreme, meditation is being learned for specific in this purpose that you develop that ability to keep these things away and focus on something. You are trying to train your mental muscles in a particular way so that when you gain such ability on your mind, then you can direct your mind, focus your mind and achieve the desired result in whichever direction you want. That is ultimately the purpose. Something is what we are trying to talk about, something worldly which is quite relatable, which is not spiritual. We have not even touched it. Anything spiritual. We are not touching today. So meditation, as I said, there could be form, there could be sound, form which you can visualize, a sound, smell, taste, anything. So something meditating on a form, that would be most easier. Okay. What we will do? Now when we are meditating, when suppose I am doing meditation, so what I have thought, there could be like, suppose we can meditate on Shiva. Okay. Are you all agreeable? Suppose I directly guide your meditation on Shiva. Is that okay? Or anybody, if they are practicing in their own way, they can practice. Okay, so if they have taken initiation, Guru Diksha and they have Upadesh of how to do dhyana, so they can continue in their own way. So this is symbolic how the meditation, you have to cultivate that meditation. You have to really believe when you are doing that imagination. Yes, it is imagination. It doesn't matter. You are trying to force your mind to literally believe 100% into it. You are trying to achieve that state of mind to get it done what you want. You are asking it, that mind, to believe in this way. Just think, this is it, and do it that way. This is the thing I am saying. You are dictating the mind. You are talking now to the mind. You are talking now to the mind. Whether it listens to you, not listens to you, how much it complies, how much it can go, how much it can really lose itself, and do not question, do not deter. you are testing your own mind. Alright. So person from, suppose people are from different faith. If somebody is Christian, somebody is suppose is follower of the Buddha or Guru Nanak Ji, he is Sikh, or anyone, somebody is suppose Muslim and he particularly believe in particular the Kaaba, that form or whatever is holy for him, or simply you do not have to be religious. You can have simply meditate whatever you consider which is really worthy of your meditation. Something high, something going beyond material, something really captivates your mind, something which is not ordinary, which gives you that sense of magnanimity where you can lose yourself. It could be beauty, it could be a thought, maybe a bird which is flying, maybe a fish which is swimming, maybe a swan, maybe just a tree, maybe a sunset, maybe a lamp, maybe a pain in the eyes of a old village woman. It could be anything, but ultimately remember, your mind has to stop, it cannot go on. Remember, you choose a point where you will be able to lose your mind. That you choose. I see many times this, digital artists, this picture, these people, they create these images of Shiva, okay? And many times these people, they are very beautiful images they create. Means even they are very beautiful for me, very inspiring for me, because in that face that Shiva is meditating, it makes me, moves me, I feel, what great picture that is. How that grand expression is brought in. That Shiva is lost in meditation. That Himalayas. Grand picture. So if you are not following my instruction, then you can meditate in your own way, but then we will be not in sync and probably it will disturb you also. So try this, suppose one meditation. Okay? As we begin, we will start by chanting one Vedic mantra which I had shared with the Atri. So we will, this is the second mantra. And its meaning also was separately given to you. And its words are very beautiful. That let my walk, the speech, be established, be recited into my mind. Speech is not just which is audible. The voice in your head is also walk. It has to calm down. It has to calm down. It has to go silent. It has to cooperate to you. It has to become conducive to you. That walk itself has to be ready for the meditation. That okay, leave it everything. Let us fall in meditation. Let us fall in meditation. Okay, like we enjoy every other pleasure. Suppose there is such hot, humid weather and a nice shower. Oh yes, very nice. Imagine that. It is so that cooling effect. It is pleasure, just water. And it is quieting your pain. Right? So also, now when there is a lot of fatigue, lot of stress, lot of other thoughts, mind is continuously running. Let it take a break. Let it fall down in meditation. Let it fall down in meditation. So your walk must reside within your mind. Let mind get established in your thoughts. Manome vachi pratishtitam avirabhir maheti. that let the knowledge of the self manifest Atman grow in me. Let my mind and speech, with the support of experience, the knowledge of the Vedas. That is, let what is heard by me from the Vedas be not mere appearance, but what is gained by studying day and night be retained. I will speak about the divine truth. I speak about absolute truth. May that protect me. May that protect the preceptor. May that protect me. May that protect the preceptor. May that protect the preceptor. Om, peace, peace, peace. So this is the mantra. We will chant with the swaras as is given. So you are also learning how it is chanted in a particular school. So you will repeat after me, phrase by phrase. mantra, learning, chanting, it is very useful. Right? So at least if you cannot suppose chant the Vedic mantras, or if that is not much to your liking, as simple as that you can chant the Om. And Om is the symbol or something signifying or implying that universal consciousness. And when we chant, you imagine that one consciousness that is present, vibrant, which is holding everything. This empty space, this physical walls, even your body, and within it, the consciousness is present, and consciousness is one, and you are that consciousness. So we chant Om 5 times, and after that I will start giving you these guides for the meditation. At that time, sit in a comfortable posture, and I will be giving you the visualizations. What you will do, you will try to hold those visualizations here in your heart, not here within your eyebrows or in your heart. This is called as the spiritual heart. Exactly this distance is called as the 1 vita. 1 vita above your navel. Vitastyante nabhyam upari tishtati. This is the place, is called dark resource. Okay. If you see that your rib cage, where it forms that, like temple, like skin. Okay, that angle. Now, yes, exactly. You try, your mind, what you will do when I will be giving you guides, you will be all the time trying to imagine as if against your eyelid here. That is what you are generally used to do. You will try to again and again and to see that here that whole space is created in the spiritual heart. Here that is happening and nothing else exists. When you hold your body, one generally we ask, so take one deep breath and leave that, try to spread your stomach like when you feel the air and see it is not sticking, that you are very hard, है ना, तो इलास्टिक है या फिर अपना वो थ्रेड होता है, ऐसा कुछ तो ये जो पेट के ऊपर है ना, ये फ्रीली ये होना चाहिए. So here you might be somewhat limited, but when you practice in your own alone, definitely check that something is not tightly binding and you are this one, thorax and down, you are free. So after 5 Om, I will start giving you the visualizations. You try to hold on to those visualizations. Let not your mind swerve away from it. Okay? in your shoulders, neither in your mid back or in your lower back. There is a muscle stretched. You rock and forth your standing column, front and back, and see which is your comfortable position. Your legs, as if the basis of this foundation remains rock solid. You hold your standing column of your body steady. Now be conscious of this body. Your body has infinite potential. A lot it can do, then we can simply imagine and we take away from it. If there is a pain, we can be witness to it. It can exist alongside our quiet mind. It's all within yourself. Take a circle. That by the grace of God, I am being blessed to sit for meditation. May the grace of the God divine may the grace of the Mahamaya Prakriti be upon me. May my meditation be successful. I am resolved to hold on to this meditation to the best of my ability. I will not relinquish till I am tested to the last drop of my determination. This is my summary. Now pray that may all beings be happy. May they find their fulfillment. May no one have any fear from me. May all be filled with peace and joy. Now pray in your heart to all the great beings, all great souls who have ever walked the earth, who have attained fulfillment, who have realized the truth, to all such great souls and incarnations of God, we pray and say that may my sadhana be successful. May by your grace all obstacles of my sadhana, of my yoga be removed. May I attain fulfillment. Now think that you are pure. All impurity is the illusion, the dream, the imagination. You are contented, ever free, never bound, ever intelligent, ever conscious, Nitya Shuddha. body, mind, and everything which it brings along, you are just wearing it all the time. So, now before you go into the meditation, now you resolve thoroughly not to care for anything of this world till you come out of your meditation. Now what you meditate, that is the only truth that exists. Within your heart, you see that you are in midst of Himalayas. There are tall, shining, white, lustrous peaks of Himalayas. See the trees, see the path. See the fresh fallen snow. Nobody has come on this path, yet the path exists. Imagine what you are wearing. You are able to wear that coat. Your soul is love. You know what happened there. You take the steady steps forward on the path. There is a wind and there is a smoke. And fog is covering and creating an illusion. The depths of those valleys has a fluid like milk. Now you are desirous. You know, if you walk further, you will have that divine nature. You are sure of that, but you anticipate that. But you have not thought about it, you do not know what you do. You do not know. And thus, you are taking your steps forward. You will not know where to look, where to find. You are closing your eyes when you are praying. away. Your mind has come to the weed state, you do not know. And all of a sudden, you look and behold, there it is. Like one of the great huge peak, the Shiva is meditating, still, steady, silent, lost in his samadhi. It is difficult to understand where is he seated upon. It's a divine vision. You can see the whole hall where he is seated, prostrate, lost in himself. You see his Trishul, you see his Kamandal, you see his double light, the Trishul, you see his jata, you see his body is smeared with ash. His hands are laid over each other. It is as if the condensed consciousness. As if just for the sake of the devotee, that consciousness has taken the shape of a being. It is so vibrant that there is no more doubt left that this is the truth, this is the ultimate truth. This is the one which has become meaning. This is the one which also vibrates in my heart as consciousness. You see his hand. You see a tiger skin which is very long. You see his legs, feet, nails, digits, fingers of hand, body, asana. And Shiva lost in meditation. That is the same consciousness which you behold in your own heart. That is the Shiva lost in samadhi. You see the jata, you see the expression on the face, which is completely withdrawn and absolutely oblivious. as if Shiva is not breathing. He is meditating like a rock, one moving, one with consciousness. Hold this vision for a few minutes. Your heart is totally filled by the joy, by the bliss. And no sense of physicality exists anymore. You as if are not even aware of your own heart. Completely fulfilled, and you do not care anymore what you have or what you have not, what you might have done, what you were able to do. These thoughts are not past. With all your devotion, you want to offer your pranam to the Lord God. You do not know where to offer, where does He exist. You are not able to find out. So you prostrate day and day. And what you find, when you have got up on your knees, with closed eyes, pray to Him. He has come so near to you. He has put His hand on your head. He has opened His eyes and become like you. And very lovingly, very caressingly, His eyes are filled with compassion, love, is assuring of the truth, and it has removed all tamas, all darkness from your heart. With His blessings, you are totally filled. Close your eyes. Behold that blessing. With folded hand, you are at His feet. And you get up. And there, Shiva has become one with us. His presence is still vibrant, very vibrant, as if He exists in every moment. showing fog that exists. The hand, if you move from that thin air, you feel, yes, that's the Shiva. You become conscious of your own being and the ground under your feet. Now you realize that He has become everything in this universe. Now you have lost in that thought and in that meditation. You close your eyes and return back to your mental care. Carrying that blessing in your heart. Trying to retain that experience. Touch with the consciousness. You become aware of the place where you are meditating now. You're trying to again feel, retain, sustain. Let that blessing of the meditation spread all over upon you. Folded hand, you again offer your pranam to Ishvara for His grace, for His kindness, so that you could do a very small, tiny, howsoever imperfect effort to behold some likeness of Him within your heart. You offer the fruit of your meditation at the feet of God. You thank Him again and again. Take His name and end your meditation. Look, all of the dialogue and all of the narration, therefore it is not the meditation. Meditation is that point where you hold still. But as we begin, we slowly try to contain ourselves to narrower and narrower limits. So there are various kinds of meditation. It is Leela Guna Chintan. Suppose you are meditating, there is one favorite place of yours, a temple, where you like to go, where you used to go. So rehearse that. You know, Nazi concentration camp, people just survive by this kind of meditation. Just imagine, they are though mostly believing that most likely their wives or spouses, they may not be alive or living. all the time they are believing how I used to go back to home at the end of my office, how my wife used to welcome, open the door, and how my children used to come rushing, how everything what used to happen, how he used to offer the refreshment, and then how he used to chat, and what she used to tell, and everything. These kinds of force exercises, there is a book, Man's Search for Meaning, by Viktor Frankl. You read that. In our Vivekananda reading forum, we have taken that book. Man's Search for Meaning. Now, impossible things people can do, your mind can do. This something, as much this idea will become real for you, that what your mind can achieve. If you are not able to imagine meditation what is like, if in your heart, if you are not able to cultivate that desire for meditation, you know, when I desire, because I am something I am looking for, there is a joy. Suppose I desire, as soon as I go back from here, I will play video game because I like that, then I will enjoy it. I am looking for something, I am going to love it. Whatever. So unless if that imagination start to populate your pleasure glands in your heart, so remember, you have to steadily cultivate it. So meditation goes much beyond meditation. It is not some kind of self-auto-suggestion and hypnotism, and then what does it do? No, it's not just that. But if suppose in coming weeks, I feel there is so much to tell about meditation, so it would be long thing. That's why meditation requires the companion of Guru. That's what Guru is saying. It is to be cultivated by the practice. So theory is one thing, but theory itself, by mastering theory, you cannot do the practice. So Guru is the person who guides by crumbs, little by little. And there will be the third part, some troubleshooting. What he is feeling difficulty, and then he said, do like this, think like this, approach like this. How will you do that? So there would be two things: theory, the practice, the problem solving or troubleshooting. Now, what the meditation itself means, you want to comprehend it for individual, it might take long time. So environment, surrounding, company, persistence, your consistency, this all matter. Prayer matters. So pray very heartfully that जिस किसी भगवान को आप मानते हैं, please give me the dhyana, give me the meditation, please bless me that I might be able to do at least something, so that I can remain sane, that I become a more human being. Forget about becoming divine. That maybe I learn to pray to you, teach me, O God. Pray humbly. Pray, learn to pray. That God resides within your heart. You pray. Holy Mother said that He can listen even the anklets worn by an ant and anklets in her feet. Can you imagine? So even her footsteps God can hear. Meaning that everybody can talk to God directly. You believe in this idea very firmly. Do not doubt. Push it until it materializes. Yes. Do not doubt. You wait, you go on, you will see the light of the day. You You will not have to falsely believe into something. You will have your own proof for which you will require no validation. If you do not believe in God or any such kind of theistic approach, still good. Doesn't matter. What you believe in yourself. Right? You believe in certain ideas, humanity, goodness. What do you believe? Some grand purpose. You still believe in that. Doesn't matter. None of you would be or is a totally atheist kind of a person, not believing in anything. That is an impossibility, at least not anything, at least is believing in Shunyata. Isn't it? So you will have, because you cannot be that you cannot believe into anything because you exist. And you cannot be non-existence. Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sato. This 13th verse of the Gita. If you have, you can search that. So we will conclude today's session. If you have any question, suggestion, remark, concern, you can ask. One, two, three things, it could be anything. You see, until you find your rhythm and groove, till it becomes functional and realistic, till then patience and consistency is required. Persistence is required. And you will have to do it yourself. I cannot, guided meditation is just, I say it's a demo, it is not yours. You go, you try, you cultivate, but you will have to do that real discovery what resonates with you. Where, which can, call forth your soul. Okay, and suppose I am not that kind of person, I am not to say, I am very dull, mechanical, you straight away tell me like this. Okay, I will do that. Doesn't matter. Meditation is the thing, there is a solution for any kind of person. It is a practice space. You do not have to be philosophical, you do not have to be necessarily, though yoga is a theistic discipline, believing in God. But even if you are not, it doesn't matter. At least have respect for your guru, or your teacher, or some books, or some values. At least let there be some stone before you go down. Or maybe some tree or some anything. So you need not to be very hair-splitting argumentative. So it is not like bhakti, it is not like jnana. Yoga, it has its own characteristics. Even if you do mechanically, and ultimately the meditation is going to teach you to do mechanically, to drop the emotional as well as intellectual crutches. It is going to teach you, meditation is going to come to you and tell you at one point of time. You want to be serious? You will have to grow beyond your emotions, which you have been very nicely rejoicing. Chewing that cud, no, you cannot do that. Go beyond that. Don't try to create melodrama. Okay. All that I am calculating. So this is Brahman, this is Pran, this is that thing. So like suppose a Gyani person who is inclined towards, reasoning, ratiocination, he might fall in such trap. So yoga asks you to slowly rise above it and just focus on this mental ability to develop mental muscle, this meditative muscle, to try to hold on your mind. Once you get a pin drop taste of it, of that nectar, you will not require any other person to teach you anything. You will discover, you will find only one stays within your heart, He will direct, He will prompt you, He will take you. You will know how to act. You do not have to read too many books. You do not have to do various kinds of all other rituals. You don't have. So that's meditation. But practice. You should practice and slowly invest your effort into it. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. But pursue it. You will create value over time. In this world, when we are so stressed, especially if you are too much involved into your social media content, one way or other, whether it is emotion, some people are Instagram fan and some people are there on Twitter. So there are two kinds of people we generally see. So too much of this one, our brain activity, natural fatigue. So upon there demands of your own professional job, work, academics, everything that is there. Then our emotional, personal life, then future, everything. You are not giving rest to that mind, and this is not just a rest. You are creating an ability. You are creating an ability. You are going to create your mind to be more efficient. With lesser effort, more productivity. So it is definitely worthy of investing that time, mind and energy into ourselves, of our own health, physical, mental and spiritual. So may God bless you, may God give you peace, quiet and meditation. Thank you. Anything else?
Last time I would like to request.
Yes. You are otherwise also audible.
You guys are audible, right?
Yeah.
At last, I would like to request Maharaj ji to say like what we are going to discuss next week.
So you want to do a follow-up session on meditation, okay? So suppose you have 7 days, you practice. Now I have told you one way of doing it, you do not have to copy that. Right? You can develop, you can find, you can cultivate meditation according to your own style, belief, mind, anything. Okay? But choose one, be consistent with one. Invest into one. Do not try to train your mind into doing one thing repeatedly over and over and over again. This is what you do. Okay? Next time, I will again, if that next class happens. So we will again practice meditation. If you have any questions, doubts or concerns, and I will again tell you something more about meditation. So what generally happens, what problems arises, how we need to approach, how we need to take this subject, where to look at, where does it originate from, what does these people who say, who has crafted this science, what are their views? So little by little, somewhat theory and somewhat practice. Alright? If you have any other concern, then you can let us know. I think your coordinator, they can share with us.
I would like to thank Maharaj ji for this amazing session on guided meditation. Thank you everyone for giving your valuable time for attending this session. I would like to say one thing, like you have to make this habit like meditation a part of your life and be consistent, like as Maharaj ji said. So now we would like to share a small token of love to Maharaj ji. I would like to call Nandini to present a small appreciation from Yogastha and Vivekananda Study Circle side.
So अभी मैं तो लोकली आदमी हूँ यहाँ, ठीक है, तो मुझे तो है ना टोकन ऑफ एप्रिसिएशन देने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है, ठीक है नहीं, घर की मुझे दाल पर आ गए, ठीक है ना, तो
So, how was your experience? Can you share something? What do you think? What do you feel? Are you totally clueless, or could you relate? What is your first impression?
She wants to say something.
Namaste sir, it was very nice. I am in my first year here and so I used to meditate during my exam days to improve my focus and I used to do guided meditation itself. But after coming to college, like life here has been very busy. Like there's no time to not no time, but like you said, consistency is very important. So I am not been very consistent once I have come back here. But today I attended the session, it was amazing. Like it just, this is the best meditation session I have ever attended. I learned a lot of new things from your side and
Where did you learn flattery? Okay.
It was just a very, very nice experience. A lot of calmness, a lot of sense of purpose just got rekindled. So thank you so much.
I hope it is really useful for them instead of just praise or flowery words. It really become real and practical. It really become transactional. It must become something very tangible for you. And it is not a big deal if you go on doing. God promise, you believe in the power of the divine, you will learn. If nobody teaches you anything, just believe, just pray, just learn to do. Sit every time, follow some ritual, you take bath or just wash your hands or something, you wear particular kind of cloth or particular asana. You just follow that ritual, do every day. You have not been taught anything what to do. Okay, just do that. And over a period of time, you yourself develop and form into your own meditative practice. So you do not have to go and learn somewhere else. So have faith in yourself, have faith in the God Lord, and this much you can do for yourself. Amongst many things, you are studying, you are trying to get good big fat packages, you would be earning money, you would require, suppose very handsome husband, very beautiful wife, very nice house, very big car, and everything else. So very upscale, you want to area, you want to live, so many things to probably enrich your life. This you do, maybe 15 minutes. I think this would be very worthy. 15 minutes of probably meditation or 20 minutes of meditation. Goal should be that if the opportunity you get, you can stretch up to 45 minutes. If you do real meditation, even 30 minutes are good enough. 30 minutes are good enough. Do not do hastily, do not do forcefully, anything. This is the law. Do not push that way. We hold, we sustain, in that way we proceed. We let, meditation, learning meditation is like loving a cat. You cannot love the cat. Cat must love you. It is like that. It is not a dog. You go and pet her dog, very nice dog. Cat doesn't like that. She chooses her own people. So that meditation, I wait there, being a nice boy. And to that let that mind, go and curl around my feet. I wait till that meditation comes to me. I am not very aggressive, I am not very demanding, I am not very, today. No. You take that meditative approach, attitude, from the beginning you maintain, you go on doing. There is a frustration, nothing is happening, you are not able to do, you are clueless, you are totally ignorant. Nice. Let us continue. Let us wait. Where can I see the light? Let us see how we can sustain. Where will that truth, that light, that consciousness, they are not things to be believed. They have to manifest. So rest, I will speak in the next session.